What's up, world? Go by the name Kareem. I want to let you guys know about me in a nutshell. The grind I'm on, things I've been doing on social media platforms, things of that nature. About me in a nutshell, things that have been going on, the hate going on with the as far as the support going with the rap and things like that. I want to set the record straight on that and my thoughts on what's going on. The things that I've been doing is off the strength of my mom's and what she has done for me. But she does not understand the grind like how we understand the grind. I'm coming from a background where all this talking now I'm not doing. My elementary school, middle school, when I was a teenager, those lives were my life back then. I had a different upbringing growing up. I had my mom had me always getting help from my other family members, just to make sure I get a good grade in school. She always had me, studying multiplication tables, stuff like that. Always had me focus on what I was trying to do or what I was planned out to do in school. But as far as that go, I hate to have to bring up certain negative things that happened to me when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I used to be a victim of bullying, and being that my moms kept constantly coming up in the school, it caused a lot of problems, and that within itself, it made me have to keep shifting from one school to another school, and it started back in the late 90s, and I see that, and that's where all this stuff that's going on here now, where parents was not supportive of their children going to school. People may like what I have to say right now. People may not like what I have to say right now, but it's the truth. Cause a lot of these things that's going on here, it all reflects back on the parent. So, all this stuff that I'm doing here, with the far as the rapping, me finding other talent that share the same talent that I do, I have the responsibility, like my mom, due to my mom's support and me had connections to the streets when I was a kid, when I was a teenager. I'm putting two and two together to try and make sense of what I'm trying to put myself out there for, what I'm trying to accomplish for myself. And my mom, she really can't fathom or comprehend, what I'm doing. I gotta do all this stuff here myself. And it's like, I have no support from my mother with this stuff. I gotta do everything myself. And as far as the grind, like, I understand where people's coming from. People may not want to hear what I gotta say, this, down the third, but I'm not the type of guy, especially people I went to school with and know me personally, like, I do not, put other people down. If you feel that I'm doing something to irk your nerves or whatever the case may be, I'm sorry, but blame on the end of the day goes to my mother, because it was her responsibility to do what she had to do with herself in her life before I came around. She did not do those things. So the blame really goes to my mother, and I hate to have to say that, but, it's the truth. Whether people like it or not, it's the truth. This is something that is in my life, and I have no control over it. It happened in my life. I have no choice but to deal with it how it comes. It's not my fault here. My mom is the one. She should have did what she had to do with herself and her life. Is very, my situation here is very, very complex and very hard to even talk about. But I've been trying not to talk about it, but I'm coming from a background where all this talking stuff I'm doing right now, back when I was a kid, teenager, even college, my life in a nutshell, really, it makes no sense. It makes no kind of sense whatsoever. The only thing that makes sense out of it is that I have an education. I'm the first person in my family to have education. In a nutshell, I'm a very nice guy. I don't pop shit. I don't talk. I don't put others down or say nothing bad about anybody. I'm nice with open arms. I come out, support people on what they're trying to do for themselves with my camera. Whether it's I take photos, the rapping stuff, with me, it came naturally. You know what I'm saying? It came naturally with me, and I developed this ability by myself. So, like, for those people that, it's really not my fault here. Like, to be technical, it's really not my fault. I put the blame on my mom for a specific reason. She should have, at the end of the day, she should have been more responsible for herself and her life and her choices she made. She didn't make the right choices. So, made this video, being that I have the quiet crib all to myself, decided to make this video here to let people know how I know we're in tough times, you know what I'm saying, but some sort of, I'm not trying to be the bad guy here, but I'm really not the bad guy. I'm really not, to be honest. Really not the bad guy. I'm a nice guy, a well-mannered guy. Like, I'm not a guy that put other people down or make them feel uncomfortable. If that's how you feel what I do, and it make you feel uncomfortable, then that's how you feel. I can't help you with that. I'm not the one to be blamed here. I'm doing what I can to support myself and to put money in my hands and my mother's hands. She brought on herself by not being responsible. That's all I gotta say, because I'm just doing what I gotta do for myself. Like, to me, this stuff that's going on here, it really make no sense. I'm really a nice guy. When you get to know me, I'm a nice guy. I pop out to your event with my camera. I support you on what you're doing for yourself. You know, my mom gave me the keys to the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming from a background where all this talking I'm doing, I wasn't doing. I'm doing it now because I'm trying to keep myself out of trouble, off the streets. In the past, back in the 2000s, I was on the streets because I suffered a death in the family, and I didn't, at the time, didn't have nobody, no one else to turn to, so I ended up on the streets. So, you know, that's all I gotta say. Like, at the end of the day, I'm a nice guy. I do what I do I gotta do for myself, support myself. That's all it is to it. You know, what else can I say? That's just it. But appreciate you people for watching the video. People, enjoy your day. Stay safe. You're in hard times right now. Get through these hard times. Me, I'm surviving. I'm holding shit down out here in the hood, taking shit one day at a time. That's all I gotta do. But as for you guys, whoever watching, appreciate it. Stay safe. That's it.